Hey, good morning, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining Ashley and I here on another live show for European football here at Big Dogs, YouTube, and all over social media. I know, Ashley, that we got out some picks for today, tomorrow already, but now that we have the lineups for Bundesliga 9:30 games, I think we can expect some better predictions and some more winners for pretty much every game that we have scheduled for 9:30.
Hope so. Yeah, let's get after it.
Yeah, let's give just a few minutes to people to join in. And no, I know that we talked about this Levante Mallorca game, not a lot, but we talked about it. I believe we gave out the draw and both teams to score something like that.
Yeah, I don't even remember because it was one I said I just
Yeah,
didn't spend much time capping and wasn't betting personally. And looks like that's the way it's playing out. Levante, they're pretty decent, but they're one of those teams that you don't want to bet on unless they're playing a big side because they don't seem to really care too much. So, yeah, I don't really remember what we gave, but I know personally we both stayed
yeah.
away from it.
I don't know how you can't care when you're the last team on the standings when you are so close to getting relegated. So I think they should really step out of this and
Yeah, you
start,
would think so.
start doing something differently.
Right.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the only game that's already playing apart from the FA Cup in England, and there we have what Crystal Palace is leading against Millwall and Fulham 0-0 against Bristol.
Yeah,
Uh,
because with there you go. Like I kind of was like, oh, it's Crystal Palace against Millwall. You could get Crystal Palace team total at like -130 for over 1.5, which I liked. But yeah, then they went down 1-0. I was like, that there you go. That's why I don't bet them because they're cup matches, and then they have scored two. Those games are just and like Fulham, they can beat Bristol City, but
yeah,
it's 0-0 and 73rd minute. So yeah, it's kind of. I mean, if you're gonna bet them, I would bet them just for fun and just kind of flip a coin.
yeah, the EPL is taking a break this weekend, which I think is a good thing for everybody because a lot of weird stuff was
Definitely for
happening.
me.
A lot of weird stuff was happening in the EPL over the last couple of weeks, but hopefully they will shake it off and go back to being their old selves.
And let's see, we have Rodney, a new member in. So welcome, Rodney.
Yeah,
That's
welcome,
awesome. We
Rodney.
love seeing new people join.
All right, Ash, let's kick this off. Then we got, I believe, what, 4, 5 Bundesliga matchups at 9:30, and we got a La Liga matchup at 10:15. We don't have the lineups out for those yet, but by the time we are done with Bundesliga, that lineup should be out. Either Real Sociedad, Celta Vigo. So let's jump right into it. Actually, Hoffenheim and Augsburg. We have Hoffenheim, the team that's actually quite surprisingly doing pretty well so far this season. They're in fifth place with the same number of points as Leverkusen in fourth. They're scoring quite a lot, but they are also still conceding a lot of goals.
Yeah, they are playing really well. The only thing is I've taken them in a few spots, but for some reason it doesn't matter how well or how poorly Augsburg is doing. They're just one of those teams that kind of like Bayern. They win 99% of their matches unless I bet on them. Uh, and Augsburg is kind of one of those like if I bet with them, I lose. If I bet against them, so I like Hoffenheim in this spot. A little bit tough to find value. I definitely wouldn't lay a -180 on the money line just because, like I said, Augsburg can kind of be a sneaky little team. Um, I would say if you wanted to find a decent price, if you like Hoffenheim in this spot, I'm not betting it personally, but I think taking them at a -1 is the best way to find value. And you can grab that, I think, around -105. So if you think they win, then the -1 is pretty much a free hit as long as they win by a goal and they win by more than one, you win. So um, if I were going to play it, that's how I would play it. I would not touch that price of that money line.
Yeah, just by looking at the lineups, Hoffenheim is going all out. They have pretty much all of their best players available. They do have a few injuries and some questionable players, but those questionable players are on the bench, so we might be seeing them later in the game. But De Boer and Bebo and Kramaric and Baumgartlin are all in the lineup, so and Kadaberek as well. So I think we can expect a great performance from Hoffenheim. They are pretty offensively oriented. They always try to outscore their opponents. They are not really that concerned about defending. So that makes me believe that Augsburg might score a goal here, but I don't think they can win here because they are missing quite a few of their important players. Rhys Oxford is suspended because of the yellow cards. So I think this could be a pretty hard game for them. Like you said, there's no value on Hoffenheim on the money line. It's minus 195. I see it right now. But historically, we have seen a lot of goals in this matchup when Hoffenheim was the home team. And Augsburg didn't have a lot of success when playing on the road against Hoffenheim. So I'm going to go with Hoffenheim at over 2.5 at plus 112 right now. I think we could see at least 3 goals in this game without any problems.
Yeah, I think you're right, and it's good value. And I'm going to start calling that the Croatian Elvis Classic, the home team and the over 2.5. That's the classic Goran bet.
Well, as long as it's cash out.
Breakdown, then he gives one. Then he says, "But what I'm going to go with is," and then it's the home team, and it's over 2.5.
Why are you telling people?
But yeah, I do think it's good. And you said the money line's up to minus 195, so Hoffenheim's definitely getting all of the late money here. So yeah, they should win, and I do like goals. Typically, they can be counted on in Bundesliga.
All right, up to your, I'm going to say, favorite Bundesliga team, Bayer Leverkusen. Do you not have one?
No, I love the colors of Wolfsburg, but there's no way I'm taking them. I like Dortmund, but I hate their colors, so I'm definitely not buying their shit either. No, that's one of the few leagues I really don't have a favorite, but I have a new least favorite. I hate Bayern Munich. They can go straight to hell as far as I'm concerned. Shit, I forgot. What was the question?
Leverkusen, Union Berlin.
Yeah, so actually I just tweeted this out. I'll tell you guys what I put a little bit on myself. Y'all know how I love my goal scorer props, and Leverkusen's at home here. I do like Leverkusen's team total over 1.5. I'm not going to pick an outright winner, but what I do like is taking Patrick Schick to score anytime. If you want to just take that, it's minus 105, so it's well worth it. But I've combined that with just over 1.5 goals in the match total, not team total. So over 1.5 goals and Patrick Schick to score. So that is around plus 140. And I like that bet for this one.
Just to give you the lineups, Ashley, we know that Leverkusen is not a strong defensive team, but they have pretty much every one of their best players available. They do have a few absentees, but that doesn't matter because all Diaby and Patrick Schick and Paulinho are starting as the top 3. We have Demirbay, Florian Wirtz, and Robert Aldrich in the midfield, and Florian Wirtz is probably one of the most talented young players in Bundesliga, if not the best young player in Bundesliga. He's been assisting like crazy this season, and Patrick Schick has been scoring like crazy. So both of them combined have scored 22 goals, if I'm not mistaken, and Florian Wirtz alone has 7 or 8 assists already. So I think that, Union Berlin is a solid team, right? And they also have a pretty solid
but a lot more solid at home. Yeah, it's a totally different team on the road, though.
At home, we can count on them to beat anybody, Bayern Munich included, Borussia Dortmund included, just because they are so hard to beat, so hard to score down. And but on the road, not as nearly as good as they should be. So I actually do like Leverkusen to get a win in this one. They're minus 136 right now on the money line, and that's not bad at all. I think that's a pretty solid price, but I also think that we're going to see at least 2 goals in this game. So Leverkusen at over 1.5, it's plus 104 right now, and you don't have to concern yourself with going over 2.5. You don't have to wait out and hope that Union Berlin is going to get at least 1 goal, just because I think Leverkusen can score at least 2 goals here on their own, and I think they will.
Yeah, I think so too. So, if you want to take Patrick Schick to score and their team total over, that would give you a ton of value. But yeah, I love your bet. Mine is just a fun bet. That's not just fun. I mean, I think it has a decent chance to hit. But yeah, I'd throw a full unit on yours, but I'd play half a unit on mine at plus 140. I think there's a, like you said, I think Leverkusen, good chance they score more than one. And typically when that happens, Schick scores one of them. So
Yeah, Patrick Schick is plus 107 right now, so you're getting more than even money for it, and it's definitely worth
there you go.
taking
That's even
because
better because my book was like minus 105. So you guys will get better value.
yeah, because he's been definitely trying to keep up with Lewandowski, and I think he scored more than Holland so far this season. So he's been in outstanding form.
Yep.
Now, Leipzig Mainz, actually, we did talk about this game yesterday a bit, and we did made a video for it. The only thing keeping Leipzig alive are their home games because that's where they get points. On the
Yeah.
road, they are terrible. But with all the injuries they have, I mean, there's lineups here. Okay, we have Gulashi on goal, Orban, Simakan, and Guardiola at the back, Klosterman, Adams, Campbell, and Angelino in the midfield, Soboslai, Paulsen, and Andre Silva at the top three. Yes, they are missing quite a few players that would be in the starting lineup, like Forsberg, Halstenberg, Haidara, and Dani Olmo. Now, Nkunku is on the bench. I guess he still hasn't recovered fully from whatever was bothering him. But
Right.
if the times get tough in this game, I think we can expect Nkunku to get some play time here. But on the other side, Mainz also has a pretty decent lineup out, and they have a couple of players gone for the African Nations Cup. But apart from that, they have pretty much all of their best players available.
Yeah, and this one I'll keep brief. I have nothing on it personally. I didn't spend time. I've handicapped like to start the season Leipzig because they were pretty good things were expected from them this season, and that just hasn't come to fruition. And so I keep seeing cappers every time Leipzig play, and after the match they're tweeting, fuck Leipzig or I hate this team. Like, well, why do you keep betting them? They're just not good this year. When they play well and put it together, they can play fantastic. But I'm just one of those people. I don't like putting my money on a team hoping that they play well that match. So it's a stay away for me. I certainly couldn't pick them here after, making fun of everyone else for betting them all season and getting mad. So yeah, when they play well, that they can hang with the best of them, but who knows what kind of performance you're getting out of them. And with Nkunku and, I know you said like he's available, which is good if they need to bring him in, but yeah, and just too many games on the board for me to concern myself with that one.
Yeah, Leipzig doesn't have a lot of depth in this game. Of the 8 players on the bench, only 3 were playing in one of the games so far this season. Everybody else is still ungraded. I see here a Sofa score, which means that those are probably players from their school, from their youth school, and which means that I think it's up to the starting 11 to do something in this game. Now, I do kind of lean towards Leipzig just because they have been pretty great at home, to be honest. But I do believe that Mainz can score here because Leipzig's defense is not great, not good, not great. And we are getting both teams to score at minus 129 right now, which is a solid price. And Leipzig on the minor line is minus 139. So if you want to take a bit of a risk, you can take Leipzig to win and both teams to score at plus 260, which is a great price for the team that's been dominating at home. But like I said, Mainz is a pretty solid team as well. They have pretty much everybody available for them, and I think they will score here. If Leipzig will be able to outscore them, we'll see. But I think I will stick to both teams to score at minus 129.
Yeah, when I agree too. Leipzig definitely play better at home, but they're questionable with the full lineup. So without it, I just want nothing to do with them. So yeah, I would stay away from a side. I don't think both teams to score is a bad look. And what's up, Pedro, our buddy from Portugal? I'm gonna go to Portugal and watch those big giant waves
Pedro,
in one day.
go tell Sporting to shut down their club.
Yeah, your Sporting and I are not speaking right now.
We are not on speaking terms.
No, we're not.
One premium. Okay, definitely. Let me just pull
One
it up.
premium. All right, Ali, I'll give you um, my favorite bet of the day. So you might want to bet the other side of it. So I'm loving goals in I love goals in this Frankfurt Dortmund match. Um, I have personally bet the total, uh, and I've also bet the both teams to score an over 2.5. I've not gone with a winner. Um, I think any prop you throw in there with Holland to score is a good bet. I think he nets here, but yeah, I'm seeing goals in that one and from both sides. So that is, and that is one of my premiums.
Okay, my biggest preview today is actually in Granada Barcelona matchup.
I bet as a home team and
No,
over.
it's not. That starts at 12:30, and that is Barcelona to win and both teams to score. That is one of my previews, and it's at plus 255. So
Yeah, that's great value. I know I'll be hopefully not getting a message from you later talking about how much you hate Barcelona because they've let you down for the 10th time in a row and you keep going back to the well. But I think that is a good bet here. I think we're not a score, so because I'm personally on both teams to score, and that's the only thing I bet in this one. But yeah, there's great value. I mean, Barcelona, if they put it together, I could see them pulling out like a 2-1 type match. So
okay, back to Bundesliga. Actually, we got a couple more games to do in Bundesliga, and that is Freiburg and Arminia Bielefeld are facing off at 9:30, and we have Freiburg still in the third place in the standing. In the standings, they have 29 points. Defensively, the best team in the league, outstanding. Only 16 conceded goals, and as far as their lineups go, pretty much all of their best players are available. So they have their best team up out there, except the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is new. I see that he still isn't been graded so far this season, so that's a new goalkeeper. Maybe they signed him now during the winter transfer window, but I haven't read anything. As far
yeah,
as Armenia go, I mean, whether they have their best lineup or their worst lineup, they're still one of the weakest teams in the league. And they do have a couple of suspended players. They do have an injury as well. And this Armenia is in the relegation zone. They're scoring less than one goal per game, conceding not a lot, but still more than a goal per game.
yeah. So I'll just tell you right off the bat, without wasting you guys' time. This is one that I didn't cap, and I'm just not interested in it. Sometimes I'll delve into stuff a little bit deeper, but also there's so many leagues and so many matches to cover. I mean, we cover the sport worldwide, so there are some that I just look and just it's an automatic pass. So I didn't waste 5 seconds of my time on it, so I don't want to waste 5 seconds of you guys' time on it.
I actually like this game. Actually, you know what? We have Freiburg, the team that's been undefeated for 7 or 8 games at the start of the season. Then they got in a bit of a slump. They couldn't win a game for 4 or 5 weeks or so.
Mhm.
But now they have shaken it off. They're playing well again. They're the best defensive team, like I said. And now that they're playing against Armenia, the team that is barely scoring goals, they're barely creating chances. For some reason, we are getting a pretty solid price on the home teams in Bundesliga today, and Freiburg is no exception. Minus 130 on the money line on the team in the third place, the best defense in the league, solid offense against one of the weakest teams in the league. I will definitely be taking that, and especially after I just saw the lineups, because Freiburg is stacked. They have all of their best players available. So minus 130 on Freiburg at home against Armenia. I'm taking that any day of the week.
Yeah, I think that's a great price. I would definitely lean Freiburg. Usually in Bundesliga, you know how I like to lean totals, right? So this is one exception where I'd lean the side because Bielefeld is they're just so bad. And then I would say maybe a lean under, but I'm never going to pull the trigger on an under in the Bundesliga. And Freiburg, what was the match where they put up something like 5 or 6? I think it was against Gladbach, who I think
Yeah, against
just
Gladbach, where they just destroyed them.
right. Yeah. So I won't pull the trigger on the under, even though the numbers support it. But yeah, I agree with you 100%. Rarely do I like a side in Bundesliga, but if I had to bet this one, that would be my bet. Would be Freiburg because Bielefeld is not good.
We got about 10 minutes until the kickoff, and I assume since you didn't like Freiburg, you don't like Greuther Fürth and Stuttgart.
Yeah, I mean it's not one that I'm crazy about, but I like both teams to score in that one. I can't. I mean, I haven't bet it personally, but Rutherford at home. I mean, you guys know they're a newly promoted side and not very good at all, but they're feisty. And if I were going to play it, would be both teams to score.
Gerardo says that Levante is winning. Well, I think didn't even see that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I think as far as this game goes, actually, I kind of like Stuttgart here. Maybe even on the double chance. Let me just look up the price. I mean, Greuther Fürth is. They are better at home than they are on the road, but they are still the last team in the league, the weakest team in the league. They will get relegated. They're 12 points away from the safe zone, and there's no way in hell they're getting this until the end of season. They are not scoring a lot, only 13 goals in 17 games. They have conceded 49. They are by far the weakest defensive team in the league. And the positive thing for Stuttgart here is that they're getting Sasha Kalajic back, their striker, the player that's been carrying them last season, the player that's been scoring a ton of goals. And I like it. I think he's going to get at least one goal here. And I think there's some money to be made by taking him as a goal scorer. And you're getting that at plus 138 right now. So the money line of Stuttgart is plus 118. If you try to get the double chance of that, it's way too expensive. So I'm actually going to take Stuttgart to win and over 1.5 goal in this game, and that's plus 170.
Yeah, that very good price against a very poor team. So yeah, I like it. But like I said, I didn't cap it a lot, but I know Rutherfords aren't scoring a lot. But yeah, I just wouldn't be surprised if they scored here. Obviously, I'm not that confident in it because I didn't bet it. But like Gerardo here saying you need Mallorca to get one. Yeah, that would have been my lean on this one as both teams to score. Yeah. And Mallorca, they're dominating possession and 7 shots and 5 of those on target. So you have enough time. I think there's a good chance looking at the metrics that they'll snag one for you.
Well, that's it for the 9:30 games. Ashley, I see that George is asking what was that we liked the Borussia Dortmund game, and I believe you gave out a preview for that game, right? So if you could say it again, that'd be great for me.
Yeah, so I'm on 2 bets on that one, George. So I'm liking goals. So I bet just the over by itself, over 3. I think the worst that does is push, but I'm hoping that we see at least 4 here. And I also am on both teams to score and over 2.5.
All right, so I do like actually goals in that game as well, but I also like Borussia on the money line. I think it's still a pretty solid price. When it comes down to everything, I think that Borussia Dortmund has better offense than Eintracht does, despite the weak defense. So I do think they will get a win here, and they could really use the win because Bayern has lost yesterday. So this is the chance for them to get closer. So. It's minus 150 right now on Borussia Dortmund money line, but if you want a better price, you can take Borussia Dortmund at over 2.5. I think that should hit pretty easily in this game as well.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I can see them winning. That's like I said, just very, very rarely in Bundesliga do I pick a side. So, and Christopher's saying, yeah, Iago Aspas to score. I hope that's a great call because I'm on that one as well. At plus 295.
I was just about to say that actually we had the lineups out for that game. Real Sociedad versus Celta Vigo. Aspas is in the lineup. Of course,
he is in the lineup.
Yeah, he was rested for that cup game, and let me just quickly pull up the prices.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think he was injured. I thought they just kind of resting him for that what they view as a non-important game. So yeah, I'm at a price of plus 295. It almost made me second guess. Like, typically he's around a plus 170.
He's plus 270 right now.
Yeah, so it's come down a little bit, but I would take him honestly at plus 150. So I think it's fantastic value on him today.
Now we have the lineups out, and Real Sociedad is pretty much standard. I see that Rafinha is in the lineup after he was signed by them just last week, so I think that's a nice reinforcement for them. Mikel Merino is in. They don't have David Silva though, which is quite a shame for them because they really need that player. Januja, Isak, and Oyarzabal are the top three for Real Sociedad. We know that they can dominate. We know that they can score, but they have been kind of struggling a lot. And overall, this season, they have scored only 6 goals at home. And
Yeah.
even though they conceded only six, I mean, something's weird with that team. They're playing a lot better on the road than they are at home. And I think Celta might take advantage of that because they're playing really well right now. We have Santi Mina and Aspas leading the charge. Mendes, Suarez, Servi, and Beltran are in the midfield. Galan, Araujo, Aido, and Hugo Malio are the 4 defenders for Celta Vigo. Now, they do have a couple of injured players, but that's no big deal because they have had those players for a while now. But like I said, they are in quite an excellent form right now, and I actually think there's money to be made here on the on Celta Vigo, especially if you take Celta Vigo on the double chance. It's -103 right now, and the price is dropping.
Yeah, minus 103 on a team that's playing pretty well in a double chance. I mean, that gives you two of the 3 options to win. So if they win, you win. If they draw, you win. I'm hoping you're dead on your breakdown of that one because I think that you guys heard me say Granada and Celta are my 2 little sneaky teams that I like in La Liga. And not necessarily to win, but to get on the scoreboard. And so, yeah, I think there's value on Celta. And I think maybe why we're getting such great value for Iago to score today is because maybe it's kind of like the premise of what Real Sociedad's defense usually is. But yeah, I'm hoping you're right. But I mean, the only play I have on it is that goal scorer prop. But so hopefully they score, and hopefully he's the one to do it.
So if you take the double chance on Celta Vigo and Aspas to score at any time, you're getting plus 390.
Oh, there you go.
And the price on Aspas has just dropped a bit. It's no longer plus 270, it's plus 260 right now. So I think,
right at this minute.
I think this should be a pretty great game to watch. I think that Real Sociedad probably might dominate this game because that's what they do. That's their playing style. But like we said, Celta has been defending really well. They have been scoring a lot, and Real Sociedad is not scoring a lot at home.
And they can dominate. It doesn't matter to me. They can control possession. All I need is something to catch them on the break one time.
Yeah.
So I'll take my chances.
No, this Levante Mallorca game is still 1-0. Mallorca is pushing. They missed the penalty, by the way, the 68th.
Oh, Jesus. I just saw that. That is sickening.
Unbelievable.
I am so glad. If I would have put a premium on both teams to score, I would have already logged off by now and thrown this computer out the window. I still think there's a good shot they net one.
Oh yeah,
yeah. They're looking like the more attacking side. So keeping my fingers crossed for you guys.
Okay, now let's see what else we have for today, Ashley. We have that Eintracht Borussia Dortmund match. We did talk about that quite a bit. You gave out a preview on that. We don't have any Serie A matchups for today, but we have a couple of more great La Liga games. We have Granada, Barcelona. I did give out a preview on that game for you guys, and I have Barcelona and both teams to score a plus 255 in that game. Of course, we don't have the lineups yet, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah, and for me on that one, I'm in the Granada match. I'm just on a straight both teams to score. Granada have been playing surprisingly well. So, ironically, sometimes when I lay off of them is when they're playing the lower echelon, lower table teams. But when they play the big names, that's when I like them to score even more, which is typically when most people stay away from them. They're one of those teams that gets up to play the big boys. So I like both teams to score in that one. And I'm on that one personally. So.
Hey, Darrell, yes, I do like a side in that Real Sociedad game, and that is Celta on the double chance. It's -106 right now, so if you want, you can jump on that. I think they'll get at least a positive outcome in this game against Sociedad. So
say hello to, I know I'm going to say this incorrectly, Lolan Smith. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but welcome.
it's not like you're American.
Shut up.
Real Madrid Valencia. Actually, I know that you're loving your Karim Benzema goal scoring props. I'm looking at the prediction lineups here, and
you better be on there.
well, pretty much we have Vinicius Junior, Karim Benzema, and Eden Hazard as the top three. That's the prediction. Modric, Casemiro, and the Cross, probably the most iconic trio of the midfielders in the last 7 or 8 years. 6, 7 years, let's call it. They have won quite a few Champions Leagues in this lineup. And David Alaba, Militao, Vasquez, and Ferland Mendy at the back, and Courtois on goal. I mean, we did talk about this game yesterday a bit and in our video as well. So Valencia is missing probably around 65-70% of their offense.
And there you go. Hoffenheim scored in the second minute. So.
Already? Holy smokes. There we go, guys.
Sorry. I mean, not really, but go ahead.
I was done anyways. Now you can take
yeah, as far as Real Madrid, I'm betting this one the same way that I have a few times. So I'm taking Madrid to win, and I'm throwing Benzema to score in with that. And usually it's like plus 160, but I guess the books have caught on to it a little bit, but still got it at plus 125. He's in fantastic goal scoring form right now. And as far as heads up, he has scored, I believe it's 7 goals in the last 6 head-to-head matchups with Valencia. So loving him to score today, especially after them coming off of a bad performance. I like jumping right back on a team. At Bayern, that won't happen.
Hoffenheim's goal got canceled. So,
damn it. I mean, I'm not on that one, but I like when our free picks hit. So yeah. Anyway, that's the way. Madrid, I think they're around -1, -260-ish on the money line. Definitely not playing that. And Valencia is not a bad team at all. So I think they can score too. But I'll roll the dice that Madrid bounce back after a poor performance, and I think they put up a couple, and so I'll just take my chances that Benzema hits one of those.
Yeah, even though Valencia is missing Soler and Hugo Duro for this game because they are injured and suspended, I think they can still score one here. It's going to take a lot from them to get a goal here because, I mean, Real Madrid hasn't lost a home game in a very long time, and they are outstanding at home. They're scoring a lot. And like you said, after that poor performance against Getafe last weekend where they couldn't score a goal, I think it's payback time, and I think this is a really bad spot for Valencia. I think they will be suffering in this game. I think that Real Madrid is going to be creating a ton of chances from all sides. It's going to be coming from left, right, front, and back. And I do like Benzema to score. Usually when they score 2 or 3 goals, I think Benzema gets at least 1.
Yeah.
Maybe even 2, who knows. But I'm going to take Real Madrid to win and over 2.5 at -118. And that is even if Valencia doesn't score. I think Real Madrid can score 3 on their own here. Like I said, I think it's going to be a very bad spot for Valencia here.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot to. So with Soler being out for Valencia, so there goes like almost half of their offensive firepower. But he's also one of those rare players who plays solid defense too. So yeah. I think that not only does that hurt Valencia's scoring chances, not that they won't score, but let's say it hurts their chances to win outright. And
Augsburg just scored.
Who did?
Augsburg against Hoffenheim.
I'll see. That's what I told you. If I take Augsburg or if I don't, I just stay the hell away from those matches.
Still early in the game.
So Leverkusen just kicked off. Yeah. So, what the hell were we talking about? I'm checking these scores now.
You were talking about Soler.
Yeah. So with him being out, there goes. That's why I think Madrid win. They are a good team. but he also is a good defensive player. So that's why I think that that Madrid scored more than one here, and so that's why I'm rolling the dice with throwing Karim Benzema in there.
I think that's it from the big games today, Ashley. Oh, actually, we got one in League One, but I don't you don't like that one. Lens and Red at 3 p.m. You don't care, right?
No, I looked a little bit at it. I didn't really see an angle that I loved in it. And I see Uncool here is on Patrick Schick to score. Me too. You got it at a little bit better of a price. Oh yeah, no. So you know what I did is I took Schick to score by himself is absolute value, and that's less volatility. But I threw in and Freiburg just scored, so I threw in just over 1.5 goals in the match total and Schick to score, and I think I got that like plus 140. But him to score, yeah, just takes anything else needed out of the picture. So I hope that we both cash that one.
As far as this Lens and the Red game goes, I do like both teams to score in over 2.5 in that one, and the price on that is plus 102 because we have two high goal scoring teams, and Lens hasn't been the best defensively. They have been conceded quite a lot, and the Red is also conceding on the road as well. So I think this game might be looking like a hard matchup on the outside, that the game that could end in a draw or whatever, but I actually do like goals, and whenever we get that on the plus money, I love it, and I will take it. Both teams to score it over 2.5, and just the over alone is minus 125 right now. So if you don't want to wait for both teams to score, if you don't want to, but honestly, if we get both teams to score, the over is gonna hit. If you don't get both teams to score, I don't think it's gonna hit because I don't think that either team is gonna be too eager to push if they are 2-0 ahead. Or
what's the price that you're getting for both teams to score and over?
Plus 102.
Yeah, you're getting more value. If you're more of a cowardly bettor like me, except when it comes to goal scorers, I'll bet that shit like crazy. Yeah, just take the over in case it happens to be a one-sided beatdown. That does happen sometimes. That screwed me in a Sassuolo match if I would have just taken the over when they
Freiburg scored.
Yeah, I already said that. This shows how well you listen to me.
I don't listen to you often, so sorry.
Right, yeah. Freiburg scored, by the way.
I think that's it from the big leagues for today, Ashley. So I would suggest we move on to Pedro's homeland. We gotta give another shot with Portugal
right now. Pedro's homeland let me down yesterday. So
we hate Pedro right now, correct?
We don't hate you, Pedro.
I'm kidding, Pedro.
We're just not talking to you right now, even though we're literally talking to you right now.
You're one of our favorite people, even though you called me a queen, but I'm gonna get over
Which was awesome, by the way. I'm gonna go back and watch the replay of that show because I didn't see it, but I heard about it, and I'm definitely gonna be watching the replay of that.
Not sure I like it, but I will get over it. Okay.
Yeah, he clapped you on that one. That was great.
So
we were talking about Portugal. You go ahead and start it off because I really didn't spend much time capping these. I was focused really today on La Liga and Bundesliga.
You know what? I absolutely do not like Porto in this game. We saw Sporting lose yesterday. Even though they were leading twice in that game, they lost 3-2. They even got a red card, and Porto is actually playing a tougher opponent right now. So, Bahamas. Now that's a nice location.
What's up, Michael?
I would actually take both teams to score in this game because Estoril has been pretty consistent when it comes to scoring against Porto, especially at home. So let me just quickly pull up the price. And I wouldn't be surprised if they get a positive result.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to bet it myself because I'm not on speaking terms with the entire country of Portugal right now. But Estoril, if you can get a plus 1.5 or even a plus 1 at a decent price, I think it's worth a look. Not betting it myself, but yeah, I agree. It's a team that, and especially at home, they put up a decent fight.
Both teams to score in that game is plus 137. I kind of like that.
Yeah, that's definitely nice value. And
Double
it's
chance on Estoril is plus 400 right now, and they are plus 1300 underdogs here. So maybe sprinkle on money line on Estoril against Porto on the road, or even the double chance plus 400.
yeah, it's great value. Me, I don't, I would just, I like that little bit of extra security of taking that plus one goal in case they lose by one, then you get your stake back. And if, they draw, you win. But yeah, like I said, I'm a coward. So like Warren said, shoot for that plus 400 or, plus 80,000 or whatever they are on the money line. That's maybe not a bad sprinkle, but I'm not touching anything in Portugal today.
You like anything else today, Ashley, other than what we said?
Let me take a peek here. Yeah, so most of my focus was definitely on La Liga and Bundesliga. That's all that I'm on personally. I mean, typically I would like these matchups here.
Is it 1-1? It's not 1-1,
That's what
Hannah.
I'm looking at. What is Hannah talking
No,
about?
goal got cancelled. That's another bad luck, folks.
Oh my God! So they missed a penalty and a goal got disallowed.
Yeah.
Bunch of. I don't know about you guys, but professional players missing penalties. Yeah, kind of sometimes makes me want to like punch babies in the face. I don't understand it. I literally think I stand a 25% chance of hitting a penalty kick against a professional goalie. It's like, just put the fucking ball in the net. It's not that hard.
It looks like it is.
You got the whole net and one guy.
The closer you get, the smaller the goal is.
Oh man, yeah. So all these Greek super leagues.
I actually like Galatasaray in Turkey on the money line at home at minus 112 against Giresunspor. So I think that Galatasaray is the better team here, even though they have been so crappy this season.
Yeah, they're definitely a better team, but you're right. It's like I love betting on them usually, and even like Trabzonspor. That's one of probably my favorite Turkish side to bet. And I'm not saying they haven't been winning, but you have no, usually you take them to win and over 1.5 or 2.5, and now it's kind of like a 1-0 boring. I just have no idea how to bet them. And Galatasaray is kind of like that this season too. So definitely, I agree though. They are the better side. So if I were going to bet it, that would be my bet.
No goal, unfortunately, Gerardo. And I know Hannah, okay? I'm talking mentally. The goal is smaller in your head when you get closer.
If you're, I don't know if we're allowed to say that
ahead.
word. I don't think I'm allowed to say that word. Yeah. Anyway, when you get out there and you're a professional, you should be able to put that fucking ball in the net when there's only one guy defending it. I mean, if you can score with like 10 men running around and trying to stop you from scoring, but you can't when there's one standing still, I don't know. I think it's a problem.
Do you have a therapist on the quick dial for them to call?
Oh yeah.
Anything else, Ashley? We got a few more minutes, so
I'm taking a look at the lower leagues here to see if there's anything. I do like Greek Super League sometimes, but 4 of the 5 have been postponed, so I won't be surprised if the 5th one goes down also. Netherlands, told you guys not touching them for at least a week or 2 till they get back into the flow of things. So, yeah, no.
Just to give you a quick update while Ashley is looking, Leverkusen is dominating. I think it's a matter of minutes before they score. Leipzig is slowly waking up, so they might get it going soon. Hoffenheim is trying to get one back. Freiburg is still up 1-0. They have been dominant so far in possession and shots, and they already have four corner kicks, and it's 15th minute. And Stuttgart that game is going as it's going. Nobody's really giving a decent push so far, but it could open up in the second half or by the end of first half, but we'll see.
Well, I'm just scrolling to see these international friendlies, which 99% of the time I stay away from, and I did today. But boy, do I wish I would have bet on Austria Vienna versus Mansworth, wherever the hell that is.
Austria as
21
well.
to nil. Like, how do you even have time to score 21 goals? You'd think that would be hard, even if there wasn't another team on the pitch. So, yeah, wish I would have bet that correct score. No, nothing. There's nothing I like in the lower leagues today. So in England National League, a lot of times I like betting some of those, but it looks like those are dropping like flies too, with being postponed. So when like half the leagues matches start crumbling and just falling off of the schedule, usually I just don't waste my time with that league because typically that's going to happen to more and more teams. So just the two big leagues for me today.
I would say that's it then for today, Ashley. We gave out some nice picks. Bundesliga is already being played. We have that Sociedad game starting soon. We have some Bundesliga action in the afternoon as well, some La Liga action. Tomorrow we have another big show coming up, guys, at 9 a.m. Eastern. We have almost the entire Serie A slate going out. Games are starting at 6:30. 8:30, 10:30, 12:30, and 2:45. So hopefully none of them will get postponed or canceled. They are not. Actually, Cagliari Bologna got postponed. And Udinese Atalanta is back on the schedule. How is that possible?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like you look and it's down. And sometimes, like when I'm checking
Yeah.
the lines, they're blacked out, but then they come back up. So I'm not really sure what's up with that.
Yeah, we got some La Liga matchups as well for tomorrow, Bundesliga as well. And we have almost the entire slate in League One. We have a big derby between Lyon and PSG tomorrow in League One. That should be a good game. We have Monaco with the new head coach, so we'll see what's going to happen in that one. But guys, there are more free videos up on YouTube, so make sure you check those if you want some more free picks. Hit that like button, subscribe, so you never miss a content, guys. And
I think that we owe these people, even though I didn't do one pre-show, I think we should come together right now and just give them an easy parlay here.
for today, I'm always for that.
Yeah. What do you say we approach it from just an over 1.5? You know, pick several matches to throw in there on
All
just
right,
1.5.
go for it. Pick your two, and then I'll pick my two.
All right, so over 1.5, I would take in the Granada Barcelona match.
Wait, I'll quickly type that up so that I can see the price that we give out. Over 1.5, you said in Barcelona Granada. Okay, next.
Yep, and it's probably not going to be a lot of value, but maybe we should throw like 5 on there. Give me the over 1.5 in the Frankfurt Dortmund. That one's going to be kind of pricey, but all these other ones have kicked off already. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll take instead of that one because that's not going to be much value. So 1.5 in Granada and then over 1.5 in Real Madrid.
And what should I take then? If you take everything.
I took 2. Well, what do you want me to do?
Okay, then I'll take Borussia Dortmund and Eintracht over 1.5.
See, yours that'll probably then if it loses, it'll be my fault. So at least I give you that.
You said Real Madrid over 1.5. Ooh, that's not gonna be a strong parlay, actually.
Okay, then fuck that. Take that out and put Benzema to score in place of that. So over 1.5 in Granada, Benzema to score in Madrid.
What are the current scores in Bundesliga, Ashley?
So we have 0-0 in Leverkusen, 0-0. The only ones with score that aren't 0-0 right now is Augsburg up 1-0 on Hoffenheim and Freiburg's up 1-0 on this horrible Bielefeld team.
Well, it's still early, so
Did you give a choice yet? Did you pick Frank?
Okay, so this is our parlay, guys, for you. Granada, Barcelona over 1.5. Eintracht Frankfurt, Borussia Dortmund over 1.5. Benzema to score in Real Madrid versus Valencia, and over 1.5 in Lens and Rennes matchup. And you are getting plus 216 for that.
That's
Which
it
is
with a goal scorer in there? Wow, that's ridiculous.
minus 136.
Pathetic.
I don't know.
How about you want? I think we should up it and take. What do you think about over 1.5 in the Porto match? Throw that in there.
Yeah, I think that could happen. Let me just throw that in there. I do like both teams to score in that game, so
We were supposed to not mess with Portugal today. So if this one, I'll tell
that's on Pedro.
If
That's
this
on
is the
Pedro.
one that busts this parlay, Pedro is in big trouble.
Plus 263 with that Porto game in it. So
Yeah, that's a little bit better. I like it.
there you have it, guys. That's it that we have for today. So stay tuned for more. There will be some more videos coming out later today, so make sure you check those out, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, and we'll see you soon. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. It's soon, I guess, but
4 a.m. for me, but whatever.
nobody feeling sorry for you. Okay. See you tomorrow, 9 a.m., guys.
See you guys later.